Hi, my name is John Whitehead. I'm an executive and leadership coach, and welcome to this week's video blog post. Over the last several weeks, I've been doing a series of blog posts on this idea of quiet quitting. What are some of those, what's going on with quiet quitting, and how, in my mind, it connects with DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion, and justice, and psychological safety. Now, I do a lot of work with the resource sector, and the resource sector, of course, is very big on safety. If you're working in a mine or in a lumber mill, your safety is top of mind. And that's physical safety. But there's also this piece about psychological safety. So if you have people who work for you, how comfortable are they at approaching you to talk to you about challenges that they see, issues that they see, concerns that they have? What are you doing in terms of giving them that space? And one of the questions that I have then is when you have team meetings or you have tailgate meetings or something like that, do you offer an opportunity for people to bring up items of concern? Do employees feel that they have a voice and even a choice? There was a number of stories years ago of certain airlines, national airlines, where the hierarchy was so strong, where the command and control system was so ingrained in the culture that a co-pilot couldn't turn to the pilot if they saw something was wrong. And there were stories of planes actually going down because it would be the co-pilot could not speak to the pilot that way. What about your organization? I don't think I don't think it'd be that bad necessarily. But in what ways, what messages might you be sending to your team to let them know that you're the boss? I mentioned a few weeks ago about Marshall Goldsmith in his book, What Got You Here, What Got You Here Won't Get You There. And he says, and he's got these 20 habits that keep you from the top. And one of them is starting with no, but, or however in a conversation. Because what's the implicit message that you're sending, right? That you're smarter, I'm right, you're wrong. One of the other things was adding too much value. When we're having conversations with people, do we feel that we have to add the value? Why? Because we want to look like we're important. What are some of those some of those subliminal messages? I started this series by talking about biases, looking out for our own biases. What are our own biases? What aren't we seeing in the workplace? In my coaching work, when I'm coaching leaders, one of the things I start with, well, the foundational thing I start with is helping leaders understand who they are first. What are their preferences in terms of how they behave and how they communicate? What are their tendencies in how they behave and how they tend to communicate? Start with that, recognizing who they are before they start recognizing who their staff are, their team are, and how they can lead and manage those folks. First of all, it's managing and understanding self. Where are your own biases? And I spoke about a personal experience. When I recognized my own bias and where that was coming from, that was really liberating for me. Very, very liberating. And gave me a whole different viewpoint. So, if that's something you're really interested in and wanting to explore, or you're not sure how to explore it, at the end of this video is my contact information. Please feel free to reach out to me. I'd be happy to have that conversation with you, to explore that with you. Maybe tell you a little bit more about my own story. Thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you again soon.